Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekakadash. Double honors goes out to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Arababiah from the Chicago camp coming at you with a quick lesson. I titled this lesson, The Brain C-Hip. So I got this clip and it's giving some information on the C-Hip that Esau's coming out with. So I wanted to have you take a look at this. This is it's one of those things that you can't believe it, but it is. It's coming, and this is no joke. This is a serious matter. I want to start off with a quick scripture. I want to go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. It says, "For the mystery of iniquity does already work. Only he that will now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, who the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth." That's the prophets. "And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose the coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceitfulness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of truth, they might be saved." So this right here is a perfect example. This video you're going to see of all deceivable wickedness. Now they're gonna push this out like it's something to help. Like we're going to be helping people. We're going to be changing lives. We're going to be helping the disabled, but it's not true. This is going to all be the basis of control, of being able to control a soul, of being able to implement their full plan to the highest level. So let me go on with this video.
The company, headquartered in Salt Lake City, has been dedicated to using human-machine interfaces to cure paralysis, blindness, deafness, and other disabilities. Their chip, called the Neuroport Array, allows disabled people to control mechanical arms and wheelchairs, play video games, and even feel sensations in paralyzed limbs. The chip works by using nearly 100 microneedles connected to the brain to read electrical signals produced by a person's thoughts. So far, the chip has been implanted in 50 people since its first implantation in 2004. Many of us know that Elon Musk is also developing a neural implant chip with Neuralink. Last year, Musk applied to test Neuralink in human trials, but the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, responded with dozens of safety concerns that needed to be addressed, thus rejecting the company's application. Marcus Gerhardt, co-founder of BlackRock Neurotech, said, "We are the only company that directly implants brain chips in humans. Our implantable array allows people to connect directly to computers, control mechanical arms and wheelchairs, play video games, and even regain sensation, all with their brain signals. The chip can be placed anywhere on the surface of the brain, and multiple devices can be implanted on the same person's brain. After implantation, the chip detects electrical signals produced by the wearer's thoughts. Machine learning software decodes these signals into digital commands, such as moving a cursor, that can be used to control prosthetics and computer devices. This chip can help people use mechanical arms to paint, use computer programs, or control wheelchairs or prosthetics. The company is now applying for FDA approval to use it outside of the laboratory, making it available for paralyzed individuals to use at home. Currently, the company is developing a brain-machine interface to help restore hearing and vision. The chip has been implanted in some patients for many years without any reports of serious adverse reactions. However, there are some defects. The array on the implant gradually degrades over time, causing a decline in signal quality after about 2 years. It usually needs to be removed and replaced after about 5 years, requiring surgery again to remove and replace it. A disabled patient named Nathan Copeland has had the brain-machine interface for 8 years and uses it to create art and play video games with a mechanical arm. He can also feed himself. His artwork is currently on display at the American Association for the Advancement of Science, AAAS, Human Machine Interface Exhibition in Washington. Another disabled patient, James Johnson, used to work for a company doing photo editing before he became paralyzed. Now his brain-machine interface allows him to work again, continuing to use Photoshop, and some of his pictures are also on display at the AAAS chips into dozens of patients. The company, headquartered in Salt Lake City, has been dedicated.
Oh, that's on me. Sorry about that. It sort of overlap, but I wanted you to, before I read the scripture, I wanted to also point out, you know, if you look at that video, who did they have that they're doing this study on? Just as, you know, just to do this video, it was Jake. They're using, this video is this chip is set for the poor, you know, and that's what they want. They want to get control. And I don't know if you were listening in the video, but they also said something that was key is that you're going to have to get it, you got to have to get it updated, or you're going to have to get it reset every 5 years. So that's meaning that you're going to have to depend on someone to keep you in the loop, to keep you able to do what you do. So once you get this chip, you're going to have to keep coming back, you know. So those are two key things that stuck out to me, is that they had Jake as a test subject, and they also said that you would have to keep coming back. Psalms chapter 10, verse 8. It says, he sitteth in lurking places of the village, and the secret places does he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. That's what this is for. It's going to be for the poor. He lieth and waits secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He does catch the poor, then he draweth into his net. So it's like he has a snare to catch, and this is what this is. This is going to be a snare. It's going to look like it's a good thing, but as time progresses, you're going to see that that it's going to be to gain control. He croucheth and he humble himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He have said in his heart, God has forgotten. He had hid his face. He will never see it. So in his mind, he thinks that God is with him, that this is okay, and this is part of him keeping his kingdom. But it's not going to work. This is a ploy to gain more control, to keep their rulership. You know, that's what this is all about. This is one of those wicked wonders and lying inventions that Esau came up with. I want to go to Revelations chapter 13, verse 13. And it says, he that doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven unto earth in the sight of men. He deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do, in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on earth, that they should make the image of the beast, which had the wound by the sword, and did live. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should do speak, and cause that many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So the overall thing is that this chip, after a while, is going to be enforced, and you're going to have to get it. And if you don't get it, there's going to be a penalty for it. And the penalty is going to be death. You know, it's starting out really small, but it's going to escalate, and it's going to be set up for control. I'm going to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors goes out to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom the next time. Shalom.